Well, hello everybody. My name is Donna and I'm your host of Donna's Edge television and radio talk show. You can find us on television, TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast on the newscasters.com. And so happy to be with WZLA, the biggest country station located right here in Abbeville. So I just had to come by. I've been listening to folks talk about how beautiful the square looks at Christmas right here in Abbeville, South Carolina. Take a look at this big tree. I've got a feeling this is where Santa probably meets a lot of folks throughout this whole county as he gets to talk to them. So there you go. There's his throne. And let's walk around a little bit. I'd like for you to see what everything looks like. I'm just telling you, I'm overwhelmed. I can't believe how beautiful this is. And we love living in Abbeville. It's just a beautiful place. And just right up the road, you got Greenwood. And so we're out there quite a bit as well. But I want you to take a look. We'll be at Greenwood a little bit later. But take a look at the beautiful, beautiful square. I mean, this just looks like a Christmas card. Take a look at the lights. It's beautiful. Okay. And this town, the town is just, I mean, the people here are so absolutely friendly. They have taken Phil and Mother and me in here in this town. See how beautiful that post is? All right, so let's just... Okay, let's take us a little walk. And you can see all the cute little towns and cities that are in between here in Alabama. I've just been fascinated with Abbeville. That's where Phil and I have our eyes checked. That's where I got my contacts and got our glasses here. Let's walk around and take a look at the storefront. Okay, this is the Mexican restaurant right here, Maria's Mexican Restaurant. And of course, you can see they have decorated for Christmas as well. We'll take another glance right here. I mean, this reminds me of Anniston, Alabama, where I grew up, and Noble Street. And I mean, I'm just telling you, there was competition, but not competition, if you know what I'm talking about. So everybody would just try to outdo each other, with their Christmas lights and Christmas trees. Phil, you remember what it was like going down Quintard Avenue? How beautiful that was. I'm going to give you another eye view right here, bird's eye view. See how gorgeous? I don't think I've ever seen anyone do the lights like that from the trees. I think it's breathtaking. Okay, and let's see. Got a venue place. I think that's an awesome place. I love the Christmas wreaths. So as we stroll on down, Phil, does this remind you of Noble Street?
Yep.
Back when we were kids.
Yes.
And you go down Quintard and the Garden Club. I mean, just all through the year was always beautiful, breathtaking, but oh, this is nice. Don't you just love to window shop? Got us a barber shop. Let's just take a little stroll. This is something you have to get out of the car and just come downtown, the square, and just walk around. You'll love what you see. Now, these buildings are historic buildings. I can just imagine back in the day, look. Phil and I lived in Oxford, Alabama for a really long time, and we had a house there that was built in 1885. Beautiful. There's just nothing like the architecture of these old buildings. And I've seen the inside of almost every one of these. And they're as breathtaking inside as they are outside. And I love the brick on the roads. That's just This is just old world. Pretty Christmas wreath right there. Aren't you ready for Christmas? Of course, I've been ready for Christmas since last Christmas. I love this building. The banisters up there. Now, this is just a small part, even though it's a big part, this is just a small part of Abbeville. So you've got West Pickens Street and South Main Street. This is the shopping district. So you've got have all kinds of events here all throughout the year. The city here really works hard to make this a beautiful place that you'd want to live. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's just take a little walk. We'll go across the street and I'll show you a few more buildings here. Oh, everybody's riding through. Oh, this is a close-knit community, I'll tell you that. They'll just welcome you in and just hug you when you come into town. Don't they feel? Yep. It's just a beautiful place. Again, so friendly. Okay, we're gonna let some cars go by. I just love the pavement of the street. Okay, now this is the Opera House, and you've probably heard everybody talk about it. And this place has been going on since the 1800s. There's the old hotel. Now, they say that hotel is haunted. I don't know if it is or not, but I'm not going to give it a try. So this is oh, look at this. Now, I'm going to have a show coming up pretty soon. I'll be using these great big huge balls. And what you do is you put this concrete stuff around it. And then whatever you want, color wise, whatever. And I'm going to put resin on mine. And then you kind of, you can use a big balloon if you'd like to. You let it set, concrete sets, and you can make this Christmas ball as big as you'd like. But take a look at the Opera House. So pretty. And again, I'm taking it across the street so you can see the other side. Now, this is the Bricks Abbeville Town Square. And you can see what they've got up there. The Southern Paving Construction Company of Chattanooga, Tennessee was awarded for the contract for laying the bricks on the court square in July of 1919. Now, 3 rail cars of brick and crushed stone arrived in the southern seaboard in September to be used for the cement base of the square. So 9,000 feet of brick paving with concrete base makes the court square, while 7,000 feet of bricks without a concrete base is adjacent streets leading to the depots in there are Washington, Trinity, Vienna, Church, South, and North Main Streets. And there's more on the other side. I'll take you back here another day and we'll get a little bit more history about Abbeville. Isn't that beautiful? It is. Okay. So, Phil, let's just go across the street and just kind of walk down the middle of the street. Okay. And we're going to look at some characters here. Okay. Let's take a look. Frosty the Snowman. He's saying hi to us. Hello, Frosty. And a lot of folks just come out here at lunchtime. You know, brown bag your sandwich, come out here, sit on a bench, and just look at this beautiful fountain. Now, this fountain, as gorgeous as it is, a little bit of history about that. The Humane Society Alliance fountain. And this was in 1912. So one of the 125 watering troughs, can you imagine 100 years ago, when you had, over 100 years ago, when people had horses and very few cars back in those days. And so just imagine, this is one of the 125 watering troughs fountains presented to communities around the United States in the early 1900s. And that was by the National Humane Alliance with endowment from Herman Leonson, the founder. It's amazing, isn't it? So the feature, designs of water flowing from a lion's mouth into a basin of polished Maine granite. You know, there's a town just right up here above us, and they were called the granite capital of the world at one time. Really nice area. And so this goes into granite trimmed with bronze. The upper bowl is for horses, and small cups at the bottom was for dogs and cats. So you had your horses, then you had your dogs and cats. Can't beat the beauty there. And there's good old Santa Claus. You know what, working around the square, whether you work around the square or you live here and you want to come out here and have a picnic, you can do it anytime. They have plenty of seating area for everybody. Look at that little picnic table right there, all kinds of benches that you can sit on. And again, when they have their wonderful events, then everybody is always invited to come out and just have a good time. Okay, folks, we're going to end it where we started. I didn't get to show you every single thing. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. I told you everybody here is friendly. Okay, so there's the beautiful Christmas tree. This is where we started the whole event. Thank you so much for watching. Share this with your friends, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening.